As we're here to talk about the marketing behind Election '08, and we're looking at the candidates as brands, not just politicians, I think we really need to look at how products start and how they hone their positioning and they start with the differentiation. So my first question would be, how have each of the candidates, McCain and Obama, positioned themselves? What's worked, what hasn't, and why?
McCain, big thing, he keeps calling himself a maverick, although that really hasn't stuck because he hasn't been as much of a maverick as he had been previously. It's been a tough position for him to hold because he keeps horning in on it, keeps repeating it, but then you compare the way he was to where he is now, and it seems a little bit shallow.
Well, and I think that that's a combination of the brand positioning of just being first to market for Obama. I think that was a huge advantage, especially where you have two brands where there's no incumbent, because usually that sets the agenda and creates a brand that it becomes the legacy brand of that campaign. And Obama actually put himself in a position of being the legacy brand for this campaign because of the fact that there was no incumbent. So the Maverick ends up being in this spot where it's like, how do you play that role as a challenger in the campaign? And I think that's been the interesting part of how that has played out for McCain.
Yeah, and in essence, you have these two candidates who are trying to brand themselves in a very similar way. So Obama is all about change. McCain is all about the maverick. With McCain, the one question that I kept wondering over the course of the campaign, it was even more striking with Sarah Palin coming into it and constantly referring to him as the maverick, and how
And
well
herself.
and herself, but so it's like, one maverick, branding the other, and all that, and so how well can you brand yourself in this context, or do you really need to have others essentially brand yourself for you?
You know what? I think it comes down to that positioning doesn't just need to be consistent, and that's important. It also needs to resonate. It needs to be believable. In my opinion, if they had said, let's go ahead and brand McCain as patriot versus maverick, they would have gotten much further. Country first, McCain is best when he is calling us together for a cause that's greater than ourselves.
Yeah.
He did well in his acceptance speech when he's saying, fight with me. He has said that America has saved him. He has said we need to fight together, we need to put country first. And a maverick, understood, he's gone against popular and unpopular presidents, but a maverick, he's just not.